Greetings, children of the screen, your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again, and today I'm coming at you with just a little bit of information about an absolutely awesome independent book by Trevor Fernandez-Lankovich, also known as Dark Knight Nation here on YouTube. The book is called Area 51, The Helix Project, and while I could tell you about it, instead why don't you take a look at this absolutely dope trailer for the book.
They say that people are just numbers. Statistics. Most people reject it. Individuals. That's all they'll ever want to be. But that's not me. There's something powerful about a symbol. The world embraces so many of them, especially when they look like you. Big question is, what happens when they don't?
It looks sick, right? Well, it is. Let me tell you, having read the first issue, it is fantastic. The art is top-notch, and Trevor's writing is totally on point, especially for the first book from an independent creator. Oftentimes, first-time writers will go far too far out of their way to impress upon you that they are a good writer, but Trevor understands that the story and characters are key, and that the more that you notice him, the writer, the less you notice the story itself, and the less invested you are in that story. In the first issue, the characters are beautifully established, and the execution of the world building is excellent, giving you exactly as much as you need without overloading you and allowing your mind to fill in the rest based on context clues that were given throughout the book. As of right now, he is gearing up for issue 2, but in order to make that happen, he needs a little bit of help from you to keep the story going and moving forward. So, let's hear from the man himself.
Hello everyone, my name is Trevor Fernandez-Lankovich, and I am the writer and creator of Area 51, The Helix Project, and I am beyond excited to finally be bringing you the second issue in the series. Some might call this book suspenseful, others personal, but at the end of the day, I wanted to make sure that I told a story that was both meaningful and entertaining, and it pulls inspiration that I'm glad to wear on my sleeves from comics, film, television, prose, even poetry to some degree. So for me, this first issue was all about setting up the emotional and dramatic weight, who these characters are, and give you little hints at what is to come with the Helix Project. And this second issue, from the jump, hits the ground running. Like the last issue, we're certainly going to build on the trauma of our protagonist Kent's past, and we have a cool Sin City-esque scene, which is what reviewers tend to refer to it as, just like the last issue, where it fills in a few of the gaps from issue 1, and I think will introduce you to characters in a way that you might not have seen them before. The second issue takes all of the emotion and all of the drama of issue 1 and turns it up to 11, so I hope you'll consider giving it a look. Yes, this is a crazy sci-fi conspiracy story about the government harvesting extraterrestrial DNA to create super soldiers. Yes, it will have moments that will shock you. Yes, it will have characters that you can connect and relate to. But most importantly, this is a story about us. This is a story about identity, mental health, the idea of living in service to a memory of somebody, and frankly, about the downfalls of being absolutist. To me and to many, fiction is often at its best when it is reflective of the real world, and that's very much something that myself and my collaborators are trying to bring to you guys. And it is very much aspects of the real world, but wrapped in this fantastical sci-fi conspiratorial package. Now, I have to admit that this book would be absolutely nothing without the wonderful collaborators that I've had the pleasure of working with on this book, including the original cover artist and the interior artist, Marcelo Salazar, the absolutely brilliant colorist, Marcio Freire, with letters by the astounding Taylor Esposito, and a killer variant cover, of course, by Adrian Bone. Without these guys, this story would just be words on a script, and it's with their help that we're able to breathe life into those words and make them something real. If you liked issue 1, you're gonna love issue 2, and if you haven't gotten a chance to check it out, please consider giving this a look. There are so many great rewards on this project, including getting drawn in as a murder victim, being featured on 2 pages, one of which is a splash page. You guys can check out the Kickstarter below so that you can see what that's like for yourself, amongst crazy cool, high quality premium merchandise and apparel. So consider giving it a look. And to let you know that all of the books will be sold at the retail prices with a free signature. So I want to make sure that this experience is personal for you, for me, and overall just expresses my gratitude to those of you that have supported this series and will continue to support it.
So yeah, guys, I absolutely cannot wait for issue 2. As I said, the way that this first issue leaves you off, it leaves you just needing to know what happens next and really wanting to see where these characters go. So follow the links that I'm leaving in the description below so that you can go check out both his channel here on YouTube, as he is an awesome creator in his own right and should definitely be checked out, as well as the link to his crowdfunding campaign so that you can jump on this thing right now. Thank you guys very, very much for checking this out. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope that you're going to enjoy Area 51, The Helix Project. Nerd Scum, out.
Now, I have to say, this comic is really awesome. I do enjoy a good sci-fi comic, and that's exactly what this is. Personally, I absolutely loved it. I think the artwork was freaking top-notch, like literally top-notch. The shadowing, the colors, the semi-noir feel to it, the black and white with the red really just accents so well. Like top-notch, top-notch. God, I cannot say it enough, guys. I love the artwork in this. Now, for the storyline, I really did enjoy it. You know, we got a lot of references to modern day culture, to modern day society, and it really has you wanting more. But all in all, I have to say that this comic was freaking outstanding. I highly recommend that you guys check it out. Go buy this comic. Go ahead, go buy it.
The story has tons of symbolism in it, as well as some homages to other comic books. Now, when it comes to the art aspects of the story, this is definitely one of the shining points. The line work is outstanding. All the scenes are framed in very specific ways, very deliberate ways. It's not just putting pictures on paper. And then the color. Yeah, this book is colored really well. I almost want to say it's Sin City-esque in a way, where when you have a sequence that's primarily black and white, and then you see one splash of color, particularly a bright color, it does help giving the scene a little more punch. And I did feel the punch. I do gotta say that Area 51 The Helix Project is a spectacularly well done book. It actually succeeds where a lot of other self-published comics tend to fail, as in it features a really well-crafted story, great artwork, and a protagonist that I want to continue this journey with.